Imagine this. It's Friday night. You've been looking forward to a relaxing evening with your partner. You've planned a movie night, complete with takeout from your favorite place. The mood is set, the lights are low, and just as the opening credits roll, your partner drops a bomb. Did you remember to call the plumber about that leaky faucet? Suddenly, the comfortable silence is replaced with a tense exchange. You feel annoyed. Didn't they know you had a long day? Haven't you been handling everything lately? And why is this important right now? This scenario, however mundane it may seem, is a microcosm of a much larger issue plaguing countless relationships: miscommunication. What started as a simple question about a leaky faucet has morphed into a simmering resentment, threatening to derail your evening and leaving you both feeling misunderstood. These seemingly small moments of disconnect, when allowed to fester, can build walls between partners, eroding intimacy and trust. But what if there was a way to navigate these conversational landmines? What if, instead of leading to an argument, these everyday interactions could become opportunities for deeper connection and understanding? Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's the bridge that allows us to understand each other's needs, desires, and fears. When that bridge crumbles, the consequences can be devastating. Miscommunication can lead to constant arguments, resentment, a feeling of not being heard, and ultimately, a breakdown of the relationship itself. Think about it. How many times have you felt frustrated or unheard after a conversation with your partner? How many times have unspoken words or misinterpreted actions created unnecessary tension and distance? The truth is, we often underestimate the power of our words and the impact they have on our loved ones. We might assume that our partners should just know what we're thinking or feeling, but the reality is far more complex. Each individual brings their own unique experiences, communication styles, and emotional baggage to a relationship. Expecting seamless understanding without clear and open communication is like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded, frustrating, confusing, and ultimately impossible. Just as a plant needs water and sunlight to thrive, relationships need consistent and healthy communication to flourish. It's the lifeblood that nourishes the connection, fostering intimacy, trust, and mutual respect. When we communicate effectively, we create a safe space for vulnerability, allowing ourselves to be truly seen and heard by our partners. This doesn't mean that every conversation has to be a deep dive into our souls or that disagreements are off limits. On the contrary, healthy communication embraces both the lighthearted and the difficult. It's about expressing ourselves authentically, listening with empathy, and working together to find solutions that work for both partners. Imagine a relationship where you feel comfortable expressing your needs without fear of judgment, where your partner actively listens and validates your feelings, and where disagreements are seen as opportunities for growth rather than battles to be won. This is the transformative power of effective communication. While the spoken word is a crucial aspect of communication, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Our nonverbal cues, our body language, tone of voice, and even our silences speak volumes. Learning to interpret and respond to these subtle signals can significantly enhance our understanding of our partners. Think about it. A gentle touch on the arm during a difficult conversation can convey more empathy than 1,000 words. A warm smile and genuine eye contact can communicate love and appreciation more effectively than any grand gesture. And sometimes simply being present and listening without interruption is the most powerful form of communication there is. Mastering relationship communication is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about building awareness of our own communication patterns, understanding our partner's needs, and continuously striving to create a space of open, honest, and compassionate dialogue. In the following sections, we'll delve deeper into the common communication pitfalls that plague relationships and explore practical strategies to transform these challenges into opportunities for connection and growth. We often assume our words carry the same meaning for others as they do for us. But our backgrounds shape how we interpret language. A joke to one might be hurtful to another. Simple requests can sound like demands. Misinterpretations breed resentment. Communication isn't just words, it's the emotions beneath. In our fast-paced world, where distractions abound and multitasking has become the norm, truly listening to our partners can feel like a lost art. We might be physically present during a conversation, but our minds are elsewhere, tethered to our phones, preoccupied with to-do lists, or simply waiting for our turn to speak. This lack of active listening creates a dangerous disconnect in our relationships. When we don't feel heard, we stop sharing. We retreat into ourselves, carrying our thoughts, feelings, and needs like heavy burdens, unspoken and unacknowledged. Active listening, on the other hand, is a conscious choice, a deliberate effort to tune into our partner's words, body language, and underlying emotions. It's about putting aside our own agendas, silencing our internal monologue, and creating a space where our partners feel safe to express themselves fully. It involves asking clarifying questions, reflecting back what we've heard to ensure understanding, and responding with empathy and validation, even if we don't agree with everything being said. It's about conveying the message. I see you, I hear you, and what you have to say matters to me. Just as physical walls create barriers between spaces, emotional walls can isolate us from our partners, hindering intimacy and creating a breeding ground for resentment. These walls often manifest as defensiveness, stonewalling, or a refusal to engage in difficult conversations. We might raise these walls as a way to protect ourselves from emotional pain, to avoid conflict, or because we've been hurt in the past and fear experiencing that pain again. But in doing so, we inadvertently push our partners away, creating a sense of distance and isolation. Imagine a couple arguing about finances. She expresses concern about their spending habits. He, feeling attacked and criticized, immediately shuts down, refusing to engage in further discussion. Instead of addressing the underlying issue, they retreat to their respective corners, the emotional wall between them growing higher with each passing moment of silence. Breaking down these walls requires vulnerability, courage, and a willingness to confront our own emotional baggage. It means communicating our needs and fears openly and honestly, even when it feels uncomfortable. It means creating a space where both partners feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Technology has undoubtedly revolutionized the way we communicate, connecting us across distances and facilitating instant conversations. Yet, it has also introduced complexities to our relationships, blurring the lines between connection and distraction. While texting, social media, and video calls can be valuable tools to stay in touch, they can also become insidious distractions, pulling our attention away from the present moment and the people right in front of us. How often do we find ourselves scrolling through our phones during dinner with our partners, our minds miles away from the conversation at hand? This digital divide can create a chasm in our relationships, leaving our partners feeling ignored, unimportant, and starved for our undivided attention. The constant pings and notifications can interrupt intimate moments, shifting our focus from the person we love to the demands of the virtual world. Learning to navigate technology mindfully is crucial for maintaining healthy communication in the digital age. It means setting boundaries, creating tech-free zones, and prioritizing face-to-face interactions where we can truly connect with our partners without the distractions of the digital world. When communication breaks down, it's human nature to point fingers, to find fault with our partners rather than taking responsibility for our own role in the dysfunction. This blame game leads to defensiveness, resentment, and a cycle of negativity. Phrases like, "you always," or "you never" become weapons, shifting focus from solutions to winning arguments. Shifting from blame to accountability requires a conscious effort. It's about working together to build a stronger relationship. Remember those tense car rides after a heated argument with your parents as a teenager? The silent treatment, the slammed doors, the feeling of being utterly misunderstood. Now, imagine navigating those choppy emotional waters without ever using the word "you." It sounds nearly impossible, right? Yet, this subtle shift in language, from "you" statements to "I" statements, can be a game changer in adult relationships. Instead of saying, "You never help around the house, we could try," "I feel overwhelmed when I'm the only one who takes care of the chores." Notice the difference? This subtle shift in language can be incredibly powerful. It allows us to take ownership of our emotions, communicate our needs clearly, and invite our partners to understand our perspective without feeling attacked or blamed. We often approach conversations with an agenda, our minds already formulating the perfect response before our partners have even finished speaking. This, however, is not listening. It's simply waiting to talk. Active listening requires us to silence our internal monologue and truly tune in to what our partners are saying. It's about paying attention to the emotions beneath the surface. Active listening is a gift we give to our partners. Imagine this: you're at a dinner party and your partner keeps glancing at their phone, their brow furrowed and their shoulders tense. You ask if everything is okay, and they reply, "Yeah, I'm fine," but their tone is clipped, and their eyes avoid yours. Do you believe their words or your gut feeling that something is off? Our bodies, our posture, facial expressions, tone of voice speak volumes. These nonverbal cues are powerful indicators of our emotional state. A gentle touch can convey more empathy than 1,000 words. A warm smile and genuine eye contact can communicate love and appreciation. Simply being present and listening is powerful communication. However, nonverbal cues can be misinterpreted. Avoiding eye contact might be shyness, not disinterest. Pay attention to the entire tapestry of communication. Check in with our partners if unsure of their nonverbal cues. Imagine showering your partner with gifts, only to be met with lukewarm appreciation. What you might be missing is that you're speaking the wrong love language. Discovering your partner's love language is like finding the key to their heart. It's about understanding that what makes them feel loved might be different from what makes you feel loved. Once you understand your partner's love language, you can tailor your actions and words to speak directly to their heart, strengthening your bond in ways you never thought possible. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship. However, when navigated constructively, they can be opportunities for growth. The key lies in shifting our mindset from combat to collaboration. Instead of approaching arguments as battles to be won, view them as opportunities to understand your partner's perspective and find common ground. By approaching disagreements with empathy and a genuine desire to understand, we can turn these moments into opportunities for growth and a deeper connection. Remember that Friday night movie night hijacked by a leaky faucet. Let's explore how applying communication tools can transform this potential landmine into an opportunity for connection. Scenario 1: the downward spiral. She rolls her eyes and sighs dramatically. Seriously? Right now? Can't this wait until the movie's over? He feels his annoyance rising. It's just a question, and it's important. The room feels heavy with unspoken resentment. Scenario 2: building bridges. He takes a deep breath and tries a different approach. Hey, I know you've had a long day and I appreciate you handling everything. Could we maybe tackle that tomorrow? She softens, sensing his genuine effort to understand. The difference is palpable. By using I statements and acknowledging his partner's feelings, he shifted the dynamic from confrontation to collaboration. The result? A conflict averted, a connection strengthened, and a movie night saved. It's Sarah's birthday, and her partner, Mark, is buzzing with excitement. He's planned the perfect day: a luxurious spa treatment, dinner, and a night at the theater. However, Sarah seems strangely subdued. Mark is confused and hurt. Doesn't she realize how much thought and effort he put into making her feel special? What Mark doesn't realize is that he's speaking the wrong love language. Sarah's primary love language is quality time. Now, imagine a different scenario. Mark, aware of Sarah's love language, plans a quiet but meaningful birthday celebration filled with their favorite activities. This time, Sarah is radiant, feeling seen, cherished, and deeply loved. The dinner table, once a sacred space for family meals, is now a digital battleground. John, engrossed in his phone, is oblivious to Lisa's growing frustration. "John," she says, "could you please put the phone away? I'd like to have dinner with you." John glances up, startled, and mumbles, "Just one more minute." Lisa sighs, feeling unimportant and invisible. Technology, while a powerful tool for connection, can also drive us apart from the people we love most. The solution? Setting boundaries, creating tech-free zones, making a conscious effort to be present and truly connect with the people right in front of us. The tension is thick. David and Emily, usually the picture of a happy couple, sit at their kitchen table, a sea of receipts and bank statements spread out before them. "I told you we couldn't afford that new TV," Emily says. David bristles. "Here we go again. It's always my fault, isn't it?" "But what if they could hit the pause button and try a different approach?" Emily admits. "I'm feeling stressed about our finances." David, sensing her vulnerability, lets go of his defensiveness. By using I statements and focusing on collaboration rather than blame, they transform a potential deal breaker into an opportunity to strengthen their bond. The airport terminal buzzed with chaos, but amidst the commotion, a silent drama unfolded between a young couple. He stood rigid, his arms crossed, his eyes fixed on some distant point. She, her face a mixture of sadness and anxiety, reached for his hand, but he flinched, pulling away. Nonverbal cues, often more powerful than words, can reveal the unspoken truths of our relationships. Learning to interpret these cues is crucial for building and maintaining healthy, fulfilling relationships. The dance of distance, recognizing the stages of disconnect. Relationships, like ocean tides, ebb and flow. Recognizing the early warning signs of emotional drift is crucial for preventing minor misunderstandings from snowballing into major crises. Ignoring the warning signs won't make them disappear. It will only allow them to fester, eroding the foundation of your bond. Breaching the wall of silence. When saying nothing sees it all, silence, often mistaken for apathy, is a deafening scream of unspoken emotions. Instead of mirroring their withdrawal, approach your partner with empathy and curiosity. Acknowledge the silence and express your concern. By approaching your partner with compassion and a genuine desire to understand, you can create a safe space for them to open up and reconnect on a deeper level. Beyond compromise. The art of collaborative problem solving. Relationships are about two individuals navigating life as a team. Collaborative problem solving involves shifting from a mindset of me versus you to a we approach, acknowledging that both partners' needs are equally valid. The key is to approach problems as a team, with the shared goal of finding solutions that meet both partners' needs and enhance their overall well-being. Forgiving the imperfect, embracing vulnerability, and letting go of grudges. To err is human, to forgive, divine. Forgiveness in relationships can feel impossible. Past hurts linger, casting shadows over our future. Holding grudges is like drinking poison, trapping us in resentment and emotional distance. Forgiveness is radical self-love, acknowledging pain and choosing to release it. It's not condoning hurtful behavior, but moving forward, creating space for healing and growth. The journey is challenging, but the rewards, a lighter heart and stronger bond, are immeasurable. The ripple effect of healthy communication, nurturing, lasting love. Imagine a pebble dropped into a still pond. The impact creates ripples that spread outward, touching every part of the water's surface. Healthy communication in a relationship operates in much the same way. When we prioritize open, honest, and compassionate dialogue, the positive effects extend far beyond our romantic partnerships. Our children witness and internalize these healthy communication patterns, carrying them into their own relationships. Our friendships deepen as we practice empathy, active listening, and the art of constructive conflict resolution. Even our professional lives benefit from our enhanced ability to express ourselves clearly, to navigate disagreements effectively, and to build strong, collaborative relationships. Mastering relationship communication is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It's about showing up for ourselves and our partners with vulnerability, curiosity, and a willingness to grow. It's about recognizing that even the most challenging conversations can be opportunities to cultivate a deeper understanding, to strengthen our bonds, and to create a love that is both resilient and deeply fulfilling. By nurturing the seeds of healthy communication, we not only nourish the garden of our own relationships, but we also contribute to a more compassionate, connected, and loving world. And that in itself is a legacy worth striving for. As we reach the final pages of this exploration into the heart of relationship communication, let the weight of our words settle upon us. Each syllable we utter, each sentence we construct, carries the power to build bridges or ignite infernos, to heal old wounds or inflict fresh ones. The echoes of our words reverberate through the chambers of our relationships, shaping the emotional landscape we inhabit with our partners. We've journeyed through the treacherous terrain of miscommunication, those frustrating moments when our words seem to get lost in translation, leaving us feeling misunderstood, unheard, and utterly alone in the company of the ones we love most. But we've also glimpsed the transformative power of conscious communication, those tender exchanges where vulnerability reigns supreme, empathy flows freely, and even the most challenging conversations become opportunities for growth, intimacy, and a deeper understanding of the intricate tapestry of our hearts. Think of communication as both the compass and the map guiding us through the uncharted territory of our relationships. The compass, representing our intuition, our gut feelings, alerts us to subtle shifts in the emotional landscape, those unspoken cues that whisper of unmet needs, unspoken fears, and simmering resentments. The map, representing the practical tools and strategies we've explored, provides us with a roadmap for navigating those challenging conversations, for expressing our needs and desires with clarity and compassion, for listening with an open heart and a willingness to truly understand our partner's perspectives, even when they differ from our own. Love, like any grand adventure, requires both instinct and strategy. It demands that we trust our inner compass while also being willing to consult the map, to learn from our missteps, and to adapt our approach as we navigate the ever-changing terrain of our relationships. Imagine your relationship as a magnificent tapestry, woven from countless threads of shared experiences, whispered secrets, passionate embraces, and yes, even heated arguments. Each interaction, however insignificant it may seem, adds a new hue, a different texture to the evolving masterpiece of your love. Healthy communication is the loom upon which this tapestry is woven. It's the rhythmic dance of give and take, the delicate balance between speaking our truths and listening with an open heart, the art of weaving together our individual strands into a masterpiece that celebrates both our shared humanity and our unique differences. Just as a tapestry requires constant care and attention to prevent unraveling, so too do our relationships demand ongoing effort, conscious communication, and a willingness to mend those inevitable snags and tears that life throws our way. As we conclude this exploration into the transformative power of relationship communication, let us remember that the words we speak, the way we listen, and the choices we make in those pivotal moments of connection have a ripple effect that extends far beyond the walls of our homes. Our children, watching and learning from our every interaction, are absorbing our communication patterns, internalizing our conflict resolution styles, and forming their own blueprints for healthy relationships. By modeling conscious communication, empathy, and respect in our own lives, we are planting seeds of love and understanding that will blossom for generations to come. The legacy we leave behind will not be measured in material possessions or worldly accomplishments, but in the quality of our connections, the depth of our love, and the echoes of our words that continue to resonate long after we are gone. Let us strive to make those echoes ones of kindness, compassion, and understanding, weaving a tapestry of love that will continue to inspire and uplift for generations to come.